Hey, I'm Suzy, and welcome to 30 Minutes of Dance. Today's class is a lyrical dance fusion where we will focus on the upper body in a way that we can build some freedom, easy movement, and breath. So clear your space, have water nearby. I'll be dancing barefoot. You're welcome to wear ballet shoes, jazz shoes, athletic shoes, whatever helps you to feel supported and grounded. As we'll always, have your water handy. We'll take a little water break in the middle, and let's begin with an easy rocking. So lyrical movement, helping us to feel grounded in the lower body, but able to stretch into the wingspan as you reach up and down. Easy rocking. So there's an effortless effort to this. Now reach up. Imagine as you swing side to side and then reach up that you're moving in water. Rock and swing, ground and reach. Inhale and exhale. And the more we can access strengthening at our center, and opening up the neck, the shoulders, the jaw even. The more space we can find side to side and breathing up between the rib cage and the hips to free up the low back will help us to take deeper and deeper breaths. One more swing, and how we're breathing is how we're living. So let's open up and expand. Come back to the center. Turn your toes out slightly and walk out slightly wider than your hips width. Now stretch and reach, elongating from the center, right and left. Sensing the continuation of this ripple, this wave, as we're moving through water. So we feel supported. There's a buoyancy that comes from grounding in the lower body that gives you the freedom to stretch from the rib cage, from the shoulders, from the elbow to the wrist, all the way to your fingertips. It's moving slowly, or as slowly as you like. So I'm a bit under tempo, but you could take it more like seaweed arms, sloshing around right in a tide pool, if that feels better to you. Or indulge and slow down and feel the impulse for the movement like a rippling wave from the center outward. Come back to center, both arms, plie, and hands come towards the center. Let them float up and to the center. It has a port-de-bras feel, but it's lazy and luxurious, indulgent even. All right, so if we were doing ballet right now, it has a ballet feel, but ballet would have a bit more structure. Bring your self to it and feel that every movement is an undulation from the center outward. And through this process, we get lighter, more free. We slow down and we breathe deeply. Come to parallel. Now, reach out to your right, weight shift. Left hand can be on your hip, or if you need some support in this weight shift, we're gonna reach and little circle. Out, up and around. Inhale and exhale. Now switch the direction. Okay, so we'll shift. There's a bit of a tendu and then a sway. All right, so if you need to name it, you need to label it. There's a tendu and a plie. There's a port-de-bras. Or it's just you breathing in waves, dancing in the water element. Come back to center. Now just let your hips swing, or even figure eight, right? There's a little zigzag happening. But notice the difference in your arms, in your neck, in the sort of taper from the shoulder to the collarbone to the fingertips. You might even feel like one hand reach down to the right and then to the left. Like one arm is longer than the other. Just easy side to side. Back to the center. Now we're going to reach out with the left arm, circle, soft and gentle, up and over, up and around. Some more parallel through the lower body, hand to the hip, or if you need support, a wall, a counter, a chair, a person, a dance partner. Yes. Feeling the up and over, the push and pull. And then let's switch the direction. So reach up and fall to the left. Circle the arm up, fall to the left. Reaching, this big arc. And warming up the feet. So you're really peeling the toes off the floor. One more. Back to the center. Pause. Take that moment again where the hips are just like sloshing. You can feel this figure eight happening. And then pause and rest. So now, let the upper body and the limbs really just kind of pour out. We're gonna move the spine in like a snaky fashion. So imagine that you're really starting from the tailbone and you're starting to like dive under, the tail moves up as the head moves through, like you're pushing through a wave. And then come up and feel this like water. I'm looking upward, but you keep your head on your spine. I'm over exaggerating so that you'll feel it with me. But keep your head aligned. You're just opening the chest up, opening your wings, and then diving down. The head leads. And then you just let the arms go. Pushing through the wave. And sensing, like you could even do this with your hands. Maybe it's not as easy to find in the spine, but you could dive through with one hand and rise up and dive through. Maybe both hands. All right, so we dive through your variation on the theme. Right, articulating through the spine as it feels good to you. Good, one more. Back to center, let the arms sway. We'll take it back to the beginning and just a plie rise and plie center. Again, swing, sway, plie rise and plie center. Again, swing, sway, up and one more. Ooh. Yes, freedom in the torso and channeling through the limbs. Now angling towards the right side. Again, the tail's gonna move back and the head like dives through a wave, yeah? So we kind of bob and weave coming through. Inhale and exhale. Now if it doesn't happen for you to like snake it through as much, play with the left arm, kind of creating that movement through the wave and up. And moving through and up. Maybe both arms. I find it's easier to find with the deep dive of the arms. Right, we're swimming through here. Again. Pause here. Now let's swing to the left. Little wrap and up and down. Again, swing left and up and down. So I have it as a plie, but if you need to move your heels, one more, or even your hips, what feels best in your pelvis, in your knees, and your ankles. Pause here. Let's take the arms out and then reach side, ripple through to the left, walk the feet out a little wider to the right and the left. Last one. Good. Now the legs are wider than hips width. Let's turn it out. Turn the toes out, heels in. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair here. We're gonna bend the right leg and then send the hips back, the chest forward. Inhale through the center, coming back up. If you need support, use it. Send the hips back and the heart forward. So that's it. As we're doing this, shift back and up, back and up. The arms are going to reach up, and then like you were diving down into the center of yourself and reaching into your back pocket, we'll take the fingertips back and the chest forward. Inhale. So you're diving down and then swinging the arms back. Inhale, diving back. Now, if you stay up higher, all good. Just keep your head and your spine in the same long flowing line. Now, as we're moving in and out of this, consider crossing the arms and leaning towards the straight leg. Back to center. Crossing the arms, hips go back, right leg straight, and you're leaning towards the straight leg. Again, inhale, touch the sky, and then dive in, sweep. Inhale, dive in, sweep. Hinge back at the hips. Pull the navel in, dive in. Excellent. One more each side. And back to the center. Come back through the middle. Now this time, plie, turned out second position. We're gonna reach up like a fountain and then out. Gather, lift up. Well, you're diving into the sky now. Excellent. Big plie, linking the breath and the movement. Right, this fountain of youth, of energy. Giving you a little boost here. 3 more. Up and down. So tailbone straight down, not sending the hips back anymore. Right now. Then maybe again. Then pause. Bring your hands to your hips. Heel toe the feet back in slowly so they're underneath your hips. Good. Back it up. Angling yourself to the left, so the right leg's gonna be our lead leg, our start, yeah? So this is a rond de jambe. If you need support, having something underneath you, or underneath your left hand, yeah? The right leg's gonna reach forward, plie the standing leg, it's fun, and then you're just gonna draw a little half circle, a little half moon with your leg. So circle and through. Now, as we're doing this rond de jambe, the arms are going to move in opposition. So the right leg, right arm are gonna reach, and they're gonna take the arms around. So you're creating this little semicircle in the leg. A lot of balancing work here. And this opposition in the upper body. Fake it till you make it. Feeling the stabilizing leg, still a little bend in that standing leg. And then pause. First position, just pulse here. Let the shoulders drop. And then step yourself out. Take a plie in the middle. We're gonna inhale up, exhale, dive down, and then up through the fountain and plie. Inhale up, dive down, up through the center, reach out. One more inhale, and down, and whoop, and around, pause. Turning, kind of back it off, walk it out a little if you need to shake it off. Yeah, oh, don't miss the good stuff, yeah. Shake it off, and then set yourself up on the right diagonal. Right leg's your standing leg. You're gonna balance and counterbalance here. Use support as you need. Yeah, if you're working so hard to balance that you're gripping and your jaw is tight, accept support. And then you can access the actual lyrical nature of this without an intense grip in the upper body. So start with a rond de jambe. And as you extend the left leg forward, the left arm is gonna circle around and the right arm is going to move in opposition. So inhale, left leg circles, and then exhale, bringing it around. Scooping through. Left arm comes forward and across and around. Left arm on top. Good, left arm scoops through. The right arm's kind of doing a little dive through the window of the left. And if it took you a minute, as it did to me, take your time, make it your own. Woo! And rest, come back to center, plant the left leg, first position, release, step it out to second, deep plie, inhale up, dive in, and then exhale from here, come up and through. Inhale, and dive, exhale, and the fountain. One more, inhale, woo, and exhale, up and out. Good, heel toe, the feet together as you're able, and shake it off. Toe tap, tap and cross. Now as you tap and cross, right arm, just easy circle. And then opposite direction, crossing over, so we're activating the inner thighs some here. All right, that's why we did the circles. Back to the middle. And then you're gonna take it out with the left arm and around. So it's got this drop swing to it. And then switch the direction. Nicely done. Back to the center. Shoulders, just kind of march it out. Yes, now as you back up some, feel as if you have some energy to move forward with. So we're going to take that same like diving under and suspend, and then scooping back to pause, forward and back. So we have like we're coming under a swing, and then under and back. Right leg and up, left leg takes you back. Feeling the suspension and the release. Up and over, diving in, and let it go. Bend over. Big, over dramatic, right? Breath. Let the sound of your breath inspire you. And back. Now the left leg leads you through. Suspend and circle back. Up and around. And bring it back. Left leg leads underneath and scooping back with the right. Left leg leads and scooping back. Once more. Excellent. Notice how you're breathing. Shift to a little wider than your hips. Let the hips lead. Now this has a little swing and reach. You could take the hands to the hips, right? So open up the lungs. You could also reach behind yourself. So there's that easy rotation. Excellent. Come back to center. Plant your feet. Let your hips just swing. Okay. So keep your hips swinging. I'm going to show you the next thing. It seems tricky. It's not. It is a little. But it doesn't matter if you get it or not. You're still here. You're breathing. Please smile while you're trying to figure this out. But this is full rotation of the shoulder. And we all have different history in the shoulder girdle, but this will help release the side body, your low back, your neck. So play with it, see what range of motion feels good to you, and then let's just dance. So here's the idea. The right hand's gonna be our lead. Take a deep breath in, exhale, release. The right fingertips, let's heel toe out a little wider than hips width because the body's gonna counterbalance this movement. Imagine in your right hand, you were holding your favorite beverage. We could, be serving tea here, and you do not want to spill the tea. So as you catch your next breath, again, lyrical, so we're gonna go kind of under the current of the music right here. As you bring this flat palm in, you're gonna lean away from it. Make space between your rib cage and your fingertips. So I'm circling the fingertips toward me, and then as they reach away from me, I'm gonna lean towards the right and create a big circle overhead. It's sort of a matrix moment. Same arm, shift, fingertips toward you, fingertips reach away, shift towards the right, arm circles around, following maybe the fingertips with your gaze. And then this is it, it swirls, and the hips counter this movement. And it's as if you're like shaping the energy all around you. Now that squat kind of back into the hips, we can play with that here, that rotation and reach. All right, don't forget so you want to keep your palm as flat as you can. And this is a whole body exercise, so don't leave anything behind. As you come back to the center, lean into it. Bring the elbow in towards the side waist, contract, and then take a side bend. And then elbow into the waist, and reach. Last two. And last one. Excellent. Come back to center. Notice, pause in between. You can feel the rhythm in your hips. But notice the difference in your jaw, your temples even, your shoulders, where the right hand hits on the leg versus the left hand. I feel it. I hope you can see it and sense it in your own body. How much more like wingspan we have to draw from. Now let's try the left side. Not my best side, so stick with me. We're in this together as you, find your favorite beverage. So flatten out the palm as much as you can, yeah? And then as you shift your hips, so I'm pulling my pelvis away to make room to bring the fingertips in toward me, keeping the palm as flat as possible. And then as the fingertips move, the hips go with them as I lean away and circle the arm overhead, any amount. Yes? Now again, your range of motion may be different than mine. This may be your lucky side, so awesome. Let's lean away, bend the right leg, fingertips come in and around like you're picking your own back pocket, then shift left and circle overhead, trying to keep the palm as flat as possible. Thread it back, scoop around, and then if you want to go a little faster, if you need to go a little slower, but bring your whole self to this movement. Right? Underwater feeling. And sense how the back is moving. You're sitting into the hips again, that squat. And there's an undulation from the center, radiating outward. One more time. Woo! Bringing it around and pause. Let it wiggle. We can keep going side to side to even you out. But notice if now the left arm feels a little longer. But how you feel in the neck, notice if you need to like swallow, which is a natural response to this movement. And then shake it out. Now we're gonna tap behind in a little curtsy and reach up and behind, a little curtsy. Reach and up and little swing. Inner thighs are working for the cross. And there's that balance action. You can make it as dramatic as you like. Oh, so much drama. Or it's right under. It could be right here. Yeah. Maybe it's more subdued, a little quieter energy. And then bring yourself back to the very beginning. We have the swing, swing, up, and now go left. Left, right, up, and to the right. Just alternating, woo, and to the left. All right, we're gonna put it all together, or two things anyway. We don't have to do it all. Don't do it all. Just do one thing with great love, right? Small acts with great love. As you take your feet a little wider again, reaching out, side to side. Now, this movement we were doing with one arm, and then we did it with the other arm. Yeah, that was today, not too long ago. We're gonna put them together. So as you center yourself, a little wider than hips width, move your hips so you know where your hips are, move them in the other direction so you enjoy them. And then from here, inhale, palms out. You can even sort of sway and shift away. And then we'll take it together. Inhale, fingertips come in. Imagine you're reaching into your back pocket so the hips come slightly forward. And then out and around, you'll cross over and seen. Again, scooping back, reaching back. Now the other arm comes in front. That's gonna be something we gauge. It's enough to work right here. It could literally be this big. Oh, kind of like this. Yeah. If it feels good in your body, take it into a plie with a crossing and crossing. If it's still feeling good, come into more of a wave through the spine, sitting back into the hips to reach, crossing over and lifting the chest up, reaching back into the squat, crossing over, again. Now it could be tempo, hey, woo! Stretch back and around, feel the body wave coming through. Yes, and again, you can make it your own. Woo! 3 more. Last one. Big finish. Woo! And then pause here, let your hips go. Side to side. Heel toe the feet in slightly. And then shifting the weight. Reaching down the side again. So we reach down the left and reach up. Notice the energy you feel in your armpits, your rib cage, from those circles. Even if you didn't do exactly what I was doing, notice how moving your arms affects your heart, right? Your cardio capacity here. All right, you're breathing a little more fully. And you can access the depth of your breath. Go a little further down, back to center. One more. So you have more space to breathe into. Walk your feet a little wider than hips, parallel. Inhale, now let's reach the arms out. Hold on to your right wrist. If this is too high, then keep it across the body. You can simply pull across into a little side stretch, even simply stretching the upper arm in this way. If it feels good to you, take it overhead and then lean away. So really gonna sit in the right hip as we massage and reach up and over to the left. And then other side.
When I realized I didn't do this.
Elbow and reach. Oh, let's even it out. Almost forgot. Oh, but the body knows, the body will remind you. Okay, back to center. Oh, thank goodness. Now reach the arms out. Interlace the hands behind you. If that doesn't feel so good, you can also just push down through the fists. Imagine, or hold onto your shirt. Yeah, imagine you were holding a strap or a hand towel and just try to pull the shoulders apart. If you're holding onto or interlacing the hands, try to pull the shoulders down. And then simply put your head on your spine and take a deep breath into the belly. Now, heel toe the feet together, keep the hands clasped. I'm gonna turn just so you can see. And this could be one arm comes across and you hold on to the elbow. So your right hand, left elbow. If it's interesting, you could keep the clasp of the hands and then just bring both arms around to the left. So we're trying to bring the elbows together, the belly in, or release the elbow forward and gently pour your left ear down towards your left shoulder. So again, this is enough. All right, and then pause, release, bend your knees. How's it going? That's why we do these swings, yes? And then let's try the other side. So now you're gonna hold on to maybe your left elbow, hand, whatever you get, or switch the crossing of your hands and keep pulling downward. The tendency when you're doing this is to push the belly forward. So draw the tail straight down, find your alignment. And then from here, consider tipping your right ear down to listen. Or with the clasp, you bring the hands around the corner, elbows in to start, belly in, and then folding. Release. Let it all go. Thank you so much for moving with me today and taking a deep breath. I'm Suzy. I look forward to dancing with you again soon.